Good morning, good evening, good night. No matter where you are on this planet, I'm sending you love and light. Check me out. Gotta deliver you from your suffering. Gotta deliver you from your captives. God operates under laws that is set in motion. As far as I can tell, the real trick is falling into alignment with those laws. If you're not walking with a heart of God, if you're not walking with a mind of God, the thoughts, if you're not walking with the words of God, then when you sit down and pray for certain things and try to invite God in, God ain't going to be able to be welcomed into your life. Like, you can welcome God all you want, but if your energy is repelling God, it's like a magnet. And if you're on the wrong side of the spectrum, you're only going to push God away, right? You got to be a host of certain energy. A lot of that energy is love. It's a detachment from negative things. God bringing you out of captivity could be your finances. It could be some type of spiritual battle you're going through, emotional, psychological. You could be going through some illness, relationship struggles, work struggles, financial struggles. A lot of people. There can be a lot of things. Your trauma could be holding you captive. There can be a lot of things holding people in captivity. Captivity is slavery. Captivity is prison. Captivity is stagnation. Captivity is death. Captivity is the exact polar opposite of life, bro. Of free will, bro. So a lot of the times, we'll be using free will that really operates in captivity. And not only does it operate there, it keeps us there. And sometimes God delivering us out of captivity means we got to be removed from some of the things that's keeping us prisoner. Some of those things are people. Sometimes you might not be ready to let that go. Your job, your company, whatever it is. Sometimes there can be such a deep emotional and spiritual attachment to these things that it almost feels like a punishment to be removed. But it's not. God's operating out of self-preservation, evolution, protection, love. So if you hurt from being relieved from your imprisonment, you lost. And you need to start walking in spirit and try to see God in the test. It is going to hurt because you're human, but it don't got to hurt forever. Don't lay down and die. Keep fighting. Try to figure out where God is in the circumstances. And if you can find God in the circumstances, you will surely see that there was a purpose for the things that you may have lost, for the people you may have lost. You will be able to see how it was holding you back. And detachment hurts. It's like cutting off an arm sometimes, I imagine. Letting go of some of these people, letting go of some of these things. We all had to lose things. Sometimes we ain't able to readily identify God in that, though. We blame the devil. Or we blame God. And yeah, maybe God is to blame, but not from a negative side. God should be acknowledged, not blamed. God should be thanked for it, not blamed. But it's that human attachment that makes us angry and confuses us and hurts us. This is why you got to rise above carnal desires, bro. Desire brings pain for sure. Desire brings hopelessness when you don't get what you want. Desire brings blindness because your desire might not line up with God's desire, and you might be blind to that. And you might resist that and cause more suffering upon yourself through your own free will that you think you operating out of, but is really being controlled by your vices, by your negative coping, by your negative perception. Know that. Captivity can be a great many things. It takes many forms. And the way that it changes itself like a chameleon is different for all of us because the lesson might be slightly the same, life lessons, but the approach is going to be different because of your upbringing, because of certain variables, your community, your race, your language. God has to figure out a way to communicate to all through all things. Nothing is above God. Recognize. Detach from carnal urges. Detach from human desire. Walk in spirit, bro. I'm going to wrap this up with my mantra. Good morning, good evening, good night. No matter where you are on this planet, I'm sending you love and light. I'm gone.